Weather is brought to you by your locally owned Midas in Belleville, Brockville, and Kingston. With the industry's best warranties and over 1,000 five-star reviews, come and experience the Midas difference.
Yes, milder temperatures today and even milder tomorrow as we see the chance of showers moving in. That probability will vary across the region. I think closer to Lake Ontario you'll see more active weather, and it will be wet, not white, as we see those temperatures climbing. Showers continuing Thursday. You'll find it stop completely at one point, and then through the evening we see that probability growing again. Chance of a mix on Friday. Temperatures going to drop through the day, and that probability, as we see some troughing from the north, could trigger not just some wet flurries, as it starts to clear up a bit, hoping for some breaks in the cloud. Clear and cold for Saturday, and then a chance of mixed precipitation again on Sunday as we find those temperatures climbing again. So the cold spell lasts a day, and then we get right back into the unseasonably mild temperatures. 0 is now the daytime high, the average for this region, and we hit a 3 today. 8 in Brockville, 6 in Smiths Falls, a 5 in Ottawa, 6 in Belleville, 7 in Peterborough, 6 in Oshawa, and 9 in Toronto. And here's where you can see the lake effect flipping the other way now as we see the milder air moving in. However, this body of water has been cooling all winter long, and so it's a 3 at Norman Rogers, but inland it was probably closer to the 8 or the 6 that they saw in Brockville and Belleville respectively. So that's just what happens. It all turns around. Lake effect flipping the other way as we get a little closer to spring. 3 degrees now, southerly winds moving in at 22 kilometers per hour. There's some cloud out there right now. No precipitation today, but we are counting on that chance of showers to move in early morning. And yeah, we did gain a couple more minutes of daylight too. Very nice to see. Low pressure, all kinds of it actually. As one moves in, it sort of fizzles out, turns into a trough. A couple more move in right behind it. And they will move in with that chance of showers in the morning, and then late day Thursday we see it seems to be tracking a little farther east than we saw it earlier, and so that probability of showers for some of us, the farther west we go in our region, like Belleville and beyond, that probability is sort of drops and ends a little quicker. We are looking at this low in the north and its respective cold front bearing down on us over Friday, and that troughing of cooler air is what could trigger the probability of some flurries on Friday. But it's a small probability. We're looking at a mix of sun and cloud. Not a bad day, really, but we do start to see those temperatures coming down on Friday. Really jumping up tomorrow. And look at this. The showers are starting to move in, and then as soon as they get through across Lake Ontario, we see that, often this will happen, that body of water, the temperature difference, it'll just punch a hole right in that front, and we see the probability dropping off very quickly. There seems to be a lull in the active weather. Late Thursday, though, we get back into that probability. See how the bulk of that active weather seems to be farther east and not so much. And earlier projections were showing it moving right over top of our region. So that probability could vary. I think we're still looking at 60 to 70% probability for the Belleville-Kingston area. However, and there's your flurries for Friday. However, we are looking at that probability to drop very quickly and into Friday, only 30% through the morning, and we start to see some partial clearing. Temperatures dropping, though, Friday, and therefore you're looking at that probability of flurries. Clearing and cooling Saturday, -5 Belleville for a daytime high, and sunny conditions. I like it when the boards do that and they just decide to change numbers on you while you're showing them. A high of 6 on Friday now. And in Brockville, we're looking at temperatures taking a drop on the weekend too. 6 is the high over Thursday and Friday. You've got that chance of showers tomorrow as well for Friday. Yeah, still a good 60% probability. Could mean some flurries as temperatures drop through the afternoon, but just a trace. A mix of sun and cloud Saturday and a cool -8, and it's not going to drop much. You'll notice temperatures not dropping much Saturday night. Only a couple of degrees difference between that daytime high and the overnight temperature. That's usually a telltale sign that those temperatures are going to start to climb again. So you've got the one cool day Saturday, and then those temps will be back on the climb again. Smiths Falls, 6 degrees and a chance of showers tomorrow, Friday. That probability continues, and as temperatures drop through the afternoon, it could be mixed with flurries for Saturday. A cool, sunny day. And in Kingston, you're also looking at some wet weather, a probability of showers tomorrow on and off. And then Friday, we see that probability slipping as we see the temperature slipping. So before it comes to an end, we might see it mixed with some flurries thanks to that troughing in the north. Saturday, mix of sun and cloud, a cool one, high of -6. And back into the plus zone Sunday as we see mixed precipitation coming our way, a high of 2. Rising to 4 on Monday, and still a pretty good chance of some showers or flurries. And then Tuesday, right up to 9, and yeah, pretty much a chance of showers. You're nearly hitting 10 Celsius. Wednesday, you're as high as 8 as the chance of showers continues. Now your weather wallpaper.
Weather Wallpaper is brought to you by Christine Geary's Maple Leaf Tours Travel Cruise. Visit mapleleaftours.com to get into the picture.
Keith Clark of Kingston sends a couple pics in. Lovely shot of I believe this is a red-tailed hawk. The birders out there will correct me if I'm wrong. Here he goes in action, taking off. There's another closer one. As he flies away. Great shots, Keith. Thanks so much for sharing with us. If you've got pictures to share, do like Keith did and send them to us submissions at ckwstv.com.
Don't fly away on us just yet, Bill.
No, I won't.
That hawk is focused on something for sure. Friday and Saturday, big temperature swing from +5 or 6 down to -15, -17 in one day.
Yeah, and you'll probably find a lot of sort of different spots across the region become like little ice rinks. We're going to have showers, and then all of a sudden, Friday, everything just drops.
It's going to freeze.
I wouldn't call it flash freezing,
right?
But if there is pooling anywhere, it'll freeze up.
Okay,
sure.
But overall, though, Bill, yeah, we're into the kind of temperatures we don't normally see for at least a month. Well above average, right?
Yeah, and more of that yet to come. You'll see in your 10-day.
Okay, we'll look for that a little bit later. Thank you, Bill. So, Bill, more spring than winter over the next 10 days?
I think so, yes. Those temperatures back up again. It may take a dip on Saturday, but look beyond that. 4 degrees for highs over Thursday and Friday. We have some showers developing before morning. It goes into a bit of a quiet period through the afternoon as the cloud thins out, and then by the evening we see that chance of showers moving in again. Friday, it's a high 4, and as temperatures drop, so does the probability of precipitation. You might see a flurry before it ends, clearing later in the day. Clear and cool for Saturday, and then back into the plus zone over Sunday and Monday. Temperatures continue to rise as we see mixed precipitation and then showers over Tuesday and Wednesday. Highs of 9 and 8 respectively in those days, and then maybe some mix on Thursday as temperatures start to slip again. A high 2 up to 1 on Friday, and back to a +5 Saturday with a mix of sun and clouds. So yeah, we're seeing more plus than minus on this forecast.
And right now it looks like March is going to come in like a lamb.
Bit of a lammy, yep.
Yeah, pretty calm.
Nice conditions.
But still, we have a little bit of active weather between now and then, right, Bill? But nothing serious, really.
And it's all kind of more wet than white. Yeah, it's all kind of sloppy. And,
okay, we'll be right back.
You're long watching CKWS News at 11.
We have a few low-pressure systems working together to get us all wet with showers. A rise in temperature thanks to a couple warm fronts. And as these lows continue to track to the east, they sort of fizzle out, joining a trough in the north, and then more low pressure coming in to join it. So the first round brings you that probability of showers in the early morning hours, 40 to 60% probability. But as we roll through Thursday, a higher probability comes our way as we see a couple more lows taking their place. And so late afternoon, early evening, that 40% jumps to about 70%, 80% probability in some parts of eastern Ontario. And we will find, the heavier rain will likely be late in the day, so through the evening tomorrow. Cooler air moving in behind it could have it mixing with some flurries as temperatures drop on Friday, but then it comes to an end, clearing and cooling for the weekend. Quinte, you'll have a high of only -5 on Saturday, but you'll notice it doesn't fall much Saturday night. That's a telltale. That means that we will see some milder temperatures again as we roll into the last half of your weekend. Enjoy those highs of 7 over Thursday and Friday, but you pay the price with some wet weather. Brockville rising to a 6 tomorrow. We have some showers developing in the morning, and that will continue on and off through the day, probably a greater probability through the evening and overnight. Friday, that's a probability of showers turning to flurries if that probability hangs on through the day. Temperatures dropping down to a -16 Friday night, and only up to -8 for a high on Saturday. Enjoy that mix of sun and cloud. Smiths Falls, +6 tomorrow. Showers through the day. Friday, a high 4. There's a good chance of mixed precipitation precipitation as temperatures drop through the afternoon. Saturday, sunny and cool, a high of -9. And Kingston, your forecast, up to 4 degrees for highs over Thursday and Friday. We have showers developing in the early morning and a higher probability of that late afternoon, early evening. Hoping to see it wrap up Friday morning, a high 4. You could see it mixed with flurries as it continues in a smaller way through the day Friday, but it will clear up. Clear and cool for Saturday, back into some mixed precipitation Sunday. Showers over Monday, Tuesday, and even into Wednesday as temperatures climb.